Hey guys, what's up? I apologize I haven't made a video in a couple of weeks. The last video I posted or I made was actually in Houston, Texas, and I posted it like 4 or 5 days after I got back. It is what it is. Anyways, this last weekend I've been shooting a video for what I wanted to get out there as a how-to. And being a prepper-minded individual, a DIY guy, being able to maintain your vehicle is extremely important. And sometimes a cut in cost, the end cost, is what is needed to actually do it on a cheaper budget, I guess you could say. And what I was going to do was a how-to video on replacing the struts on my 2007 WK Jeep Grand Cherokee. Now, this video is going to be called How to Teach Your Kids New Words. Because I had a battle this last weekend, and I just finished it. The struts on my Jeep and the rear shocks were bad. The dealership told me about 6 months ago they were shot, and they gave me a price for both front and back. The front struts were going to be like $500 with parts and labor, and then the rear was going to be $350, I think it was. And I'm like, I can do it way cheaper than that. I don't know where you're getting your cost at, but it's ridiculous, and it's going to take me no time to do it. About 3 weeks ago, about a month ago, I bought the strut and the rear shocks. About 3 weeks ago, before I went to Houston, I replaced the rear shocks because they were completely shot. I knew this just because the ride really sucked, but I replaced the rear shocks in about 10 minutes each. So about 30 minutes from takedown to replacement. The shocks were put on, the rear shocks. And I didn't video that because it's 2 bolts and extremely easy to do. The front struts, however, is something that I wanted to make a how-to video on from beginning to end, because here on YouTube there's not really a good video showing you in detail what needs to come out, what size sockets you need. Nothing there is to show the home mechanic as to how to do the replacement parts and how to get them done on a budget, I guess you could say. Anyways, Thursday, I think. Thursday I was going to tackle this project. I worked Thursday night, but I was going to tackle this project Thursday afternoon. I'm glad I didn't, because I went to the auto parts store, actually 5 stores and 2 dealerships, to find a piece that could not be found within 7 to 10 business days. For ridiculous reasons, I don't know what. But it was the Jounce bumper. It's this little piece here, this little bumper here. It goes between the strut body mount and the strut itself. It's a shock absorber, more or less, of the mount. And so if the strut does bottom out, that's what it takes to cushion it, not just the spring. And I went to 2 dealerships, and finally, after 5 auto parts stores, we have several O'Reilly's, AutoZones, Advanced Auto Parts, and the like, Napa even. O'Reilly's, the kid that was there, was able to find me 2 of them, only 2, at an O'Reilly's in Dallas, Texas, and he had them overnighted so I could have them Friday morning at 7:30. The Dodge dealer here in town actually quoted me $25 a piece for the Jounce bumper. And I'm like, I'm just going to take the gamble and go try to find somewhere else. I'll come back if I can't. But $25 or $20 for both of them. I got overnight shipping from Texas to Kansas, and I'm very thankful because they are now both replaced. But I started this project Friday morning, and it took me Friday morning at 8 a.m. until about 10:30 Saturday night just for the right strut. Because the bolts were so seized up. And then on the left one, I started Sunday morning about 8:30, and then it is now 1:57 on Monday, about 45 minutes ago. I'm finally showered up. About 45 minutes ago, I finally finished the project on the left side. I tell you what, the notorious clevis here and the bolts in the WK Jeep Grand Cherokee. This is the 2007, like I said. They're horrible. The setup is ridiculous. If you don't have heat, impact wrenches, breaker bars, and a lot of PB Blaster, you're not getting this stuff off. Now, there's been a lot of people who say it just comes right off, no problem. But I don't know if it's just because of the humidity here in Kansas and the rest of the area that the Jeep's life has been in. But they were rusted shut. I know about 6 months to a year this Jeep lived in New Jersey. That's where it was originally purchased from, and then it came to Kansas because the family who had it before moved. So it just must be the Kansas air. Maybe there's salt. I mean, I know there's some by the ocean and stuff out there, but it was ridiculous replacing this. And I did a step-by-step video, and up until this morning. And what happened was last night I was doing another video inside the house, had the camera set up on my fridge with the same, my Joby Gorilla Pod. I had it sitting up there, and it slid off, and I broke my camera, the one you're viewing me from right now. The battery holding tab, the battery button, the frame of the camera itself, and a couple other little pieces broke off my camera. And sometime within that fall, when it hit the ground, something in the camera lost the memory of my video. I swear to God. And that card that was in it was a brand new 64 gig, yeah, PNY. It was this card right here. Brand new card, will not work in any of my cameras. I cannot reset it, won't read in the computer. And so, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. I have no footage of what I've been doing over the last couple of days. A four-day project, which should have been a 5 or 6 hours total project, is gone. And the $500 that the dealership quoted me sounds pretty good right about now, but the project's done, and I'm beat up. I've got a couple of nice little wrist beatings right there. My wrist is bruised here. I got a smash down on there. Got a nice little sunburn on my shoulders. Not so much this one, but I didn't get enough lotion on. My head is completely toasted up here, short hair, you know, for my summer haircut. And it definitely sucks. But anyways, that's it. A little update video. What I haven't been doing. So how to teach your kids new cuss words. Have them around when you're doing DIY projects, especially working on your vehicles, because it'll teach them lessons for the future. I tell you what, I'm very thankful that my dad helped me, or he showed me how to do these things when I was a kid, and he was not a cusser. He never used a foul mouth once around me when I was a kid, and so everything that I have said without a camera or with a camera is definitely self-taught. And anyways, yes, I'm very thankful that he showed me what I should and shouldn't be doing to replace parts of my vehicles. Anyways, keep calm and carry on, guys. Stay safe. See you later.